and action.
It's Too Early, Season 2, Episode 5. It's Lonnie.
It's Naya. I didn't know it was gonna
Why would it take you?
I don't know. It usually comes out this way. So when she started, I'm like, it's fine. What's up, y'all? The quarantine that got to my brain already, so
It's okay.
It's Bree.
It's Nelly.
Over here in the flesh.
Dysfunctional and all, guys.
Love
Yeah.
See, quarantine and this corona gotta go. So today we are talking about showbiz, everything music, entertainment, acting, anything that you can name and think of, we talking about it today. So
I'm switching it up.
updates.
you want to start with
Right,
you?
I had my birthday,
Woo-woo.
which was
21.
Monday at this point, but a week last week to y'all. It was cool. I actually had a really good birthday despite the circumstances. I took 21 shots
My sis was a
between.
trooper, okay?
I took 21 shots between 10:30 p.m. and 12 a.m. And I didn't drink the next day. Let's just leave it at that. I did not drink the next day because I was fed up. But I do not back down from a challenge, and y'all will know me throughout. If you've been watching, y'all know that's my thing. I have to win. Like, I just can't do it. Like, I physically just can't. Because I kept saying I'm not.
Day, though.
That's what I say. I didn't drink the next day. I wasn't bad. Like, I was functioning fine.
No hangover.
I don't really have hangovers. I throw up. I mean, sorry, TMI, but like, I just need to get it out my system and then I'd be cool. But the 21 shots was, yeah. That was probably the closest thing to a hangover.
Was it the same stuff or different stuff?
It was Douce and Crown. So it was all dark.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I stayed dark, but
Ooh.
That would have been wild if he was mixing. You wouldn't have made it
no.
to 21.
yeah.
You wouldn't have made it till
was
12
a
o'clock.
struggle. 21 shots is a lot. And I kept saying, I was like, I'm not taking 21. And then next thing you know, 21. But anywho, it was cool. My mom, I went to my mom's house for a little bit. Then I went to my dad's house for a little bit. And that was it. It was cool. But I'm still going on my trip whenever Corona decides to free me. You know? Whenever you're ready, sis. Whenever you're ready. But yeah, other than that, that's it. Been in the house. I feel like I am week by week slowly, like, I'm getting to my point where I'm like, okay, something gotta give because I can't take it anymore. But we'll revisit in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Anyone who wants to go next?
I don't think I have any updates. I'm so tired
Everybody
working.
been
I mean, everybody's just at home. What is
Yeah,
there to
same
really
thing.
update on? How is teleworking? I feel like I do more work at home, or like I'm more required at home than I am when I'm in the office. Like, and my mom feels like that too. She feels like we're like working more. Well, she feels like she's working more. She says I don't do anything, but she doesn't understand that I'm on social media all day. Like, that's my
Yeah.
job during this coronavirus, is to track everything on social media. So that's really all I be doing. But yeah, I just feel like I'm working constantly. Where in the office, like, I can take a 30-minute break and nobody would notice. So
But I think it's because you're in the office versus at home. It's like nobody really knows if you're really working at home or not.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
it's kind of like
That's
they're
true.
constantly trying to give you work just to keep you busy.
that's true.
Tell me about it.
But
You
you
know?
still, what are your hours?
I'm still a regular 9 to 5, because that's when everybody else be on. So yeah, I just try to keep it to that. But I know some of my coworkers, they be up at like 7 a.m. sending me stuff. I'm just like, no. I'm
But do
sticking
they
to my
be off
regular
at
hours.
3? Like, do
No,
they get off?
they work till 5. I'm like, y'all are crazy. I'm not doing that.
They said they don't have commute time, so they can give it everything they got. But no funny is a lot of people are getting laid off and stuff, so people probably trying to work extra hard so that
They
they
can
be like, yeah, I've been putting in the extra work. And
Yeah, I have been trying to make sure like I don't take too long to respond to stuff, and like I don't take too long to do assignments. So, cause I just bought a car. I'm trying to get laid
Listen.
home.
Okay.
That's crazy. But I was telling Naya earlier today, she hugged me and I was like, dang, I forgot what a hug felt like. Like,
Yeah,
that
it
was
was
good.
weird.
On my way here, I was like, dang, do I remember how to drive?
Right.
Like, what's this?
I have not driven my car in over 2 weeks.
But that's because you haven't had it.
Yeah.
I know, but I probably still that the reason why I don't have it is because I wasn't gonna be using it
Right,
regardless.
yeah,
like I got in like it's a little different on this
Hey,
side.
Car.
Hey,
Did
Car.
did my car ever ride like this when I sat in?
I have felt like it'd be like weird noises going on. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
What?
no.
Was that there before?
I just
But
don't have
this
the
is-
desire to.
I'm
Like,
loving the no traffic though. That's gonna be
Yes.
sickening.
Yeah.
When we go back, when everything goes back to normal, that traffic's
It's gonna be traffic
wild.
all day, every day.
I don't miss the metro at all.
I
I'm
feel
be
like
depressed.
It don't take me more than 20 minutes to get anywhere. Like, I just feel like I can get anywhere in 20 minutes with this corona. But I personally feel like I've been in the store a lot.
I feel like
I'm
I'm in
not
the
a
store a
home-
lot too.
I'm not a homebody, so like, and I know this is not good, so come for me if y'all want in the comments. At least y'all watching or listening. But I am not a homebody at all. This is really a struggle for me. So every chance I get to go to the store, I'm gonna go.
I cannot.
We need one little thing. We need some flour. I'll go. I just need to get out.
I
I
told
need
my
some
sisters I'm about to
fresh
have a
air.
quarantine bay and we're gonna go on dates to the grocery store.
oh, now you want to bang.
Right. But yeah, I don't know. For me, I feel like I've been spending money on groceries more than I've ever spent money on groceries before.
Yeah, because you're eating every meal at home.
Yeah.
I
too,
know,
though.
and it's just so exhausting. But I haven't really been doing nothing other than searching for jobs, but that's kind of up in the air because who
Right,
knows who's
nobody
hiring.
except for like
Remote
essential
jobs,
workers
right.
or like I know grocery stores are working, but I don't know. Someone in Largo, one of the workers just passed from it. One of the giant in Largo.
Oh, I
Really?
did hear that.
Yeah.
I did hear
I
that.
literally just went
And
to the Giant
how
Mall
many
last week.
people have been in contact with her? Like, that's what I'm
Right.
saying. So,
Oh,
I mean, it's definitely dangerous for those essential workers out there. So, shout out to y'all, all the healthcare workers, grocery stores, food service. Shout out to y'all because
Man,
y'all are
my sister
holding
pray
it
for
down
them
right
every
now.
Mhm.
We pray for them during
There
our
was
food.
a cute video
All
of these
of it.
doctors who did the Don't Rush Challenge.
Mm-hmm.
And it was all male doctors. I was like, this is so cute. Nice to see.
And also, though, did y'all see the video of the lady who she was like a 3-time cancer survivor, and she's a nurse, and her supervisor tried to send her to the corona floor, knowing that like she has a compromised immune system and stuff, and she quit. And it was a lot of people coming for her in the comments like, you signed up for this, like when you decided to be a nurse. And I'm like, one, she has a family. Two, she has a super compromised immune system. What do y'all want from people? Like, people are only human, and at the end of the day, you get to be home with your family. Why do you feel like
Right.
other people don't deserve to be home
She's
with their
human
family?
too, just like you are.
But no, her boss, she put her boss name out there. I can't remember, but she was like, you're trash. She was like, you're a despicable person. Like,
Where
yeah.
was she from?
I don't know. I don't remember, but maybe,
Wow.
yeah, maybe I'll share the story, the clip on our story, so y'all can see it.
Yeah.
But I was like, that's so wild. Like, if you know that my
And
immune
I'm
system's
a
not
3-time cancer
Right.
survivor. Like,
it was something
come on now.
crazy, and I was like, yeah, it
That's
couldn't be me,
disrespectful.
because I would have just walked out.
Mhm. I wouldn't have gave you no
Yeah.
explanation.
Yeah.
I'm sure she could hire somewhere else because it's a need.
Yeah, they're literally hiring healthcare workers with little to no experience. Like,
I
Which
saw
is
something
still
that
not
they said
good.
that they let
That's
us
not
last
good.
year.
Like, yes, that's more people on the front line, but like, I want the best experience if I got something like this.
yeah, but
Well,
it's just
right
not
now,
enough people.
nobody is really experienced though.
Right.
Like, I mean,
I'm just
'cause
talking
it's
about
such
in
a
general. Like,
disease that-
if you're barely experienced and you can't take my vitals right, or you can't read the chart right,
I mean,
or
I'm
stuff
sure
like that.
if you in your last year of medicine, like I saw something that they let in like last year med students who's about to graduate
Mhm.
practice now, and so if you in your last year, of you know how to do all the basics. You at least
I will hope.
know how to hook up a ventilator, which is, I mean, that's
Yeah,
like
you
the
wouldn't be
basic
that-
stuff they need.
I don't think that they
That
will put
far.
them in the like realm of actually doing like
Yeah,
serious,
they're not
serious
doing
stuff.
surgeries
but
and stuff.
Yeah, but I'm
They
talking
would be,
about
like,
the
taking your
basics.
blood pressure
I'm talking
and
about the
temperature.
basics. There's
They
still
learn the
when people
basics
get,
their
but when
first
people
year.
get desperate, they start doing desperate things, and I just feel like I'm not saying it's gonna get to that point, but if I'm going to the hospital, I want the top. I want the top of the basics. I want the top of the intermediates. I want the top of everything. And granted, you can't get that, but knowing that the people that are on the front line that are more experienced, like if something happens to them, like who else do you use? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think honestly, if I was to get taught how to stick the little swab down somebody's throat, and like even if it's something as simple as that, like, oh, you're just gonna swab everyone and we'll read the test or something. But I think it's little things that people with no experience can do that don't require. Everyone doesn't need the surgeon or the attending service, because the reality is, if one of us get it, thank God that we're healthy and that we're younger. So it's not going to affect us how it's going to affect someone who's 60 and has high cholesterol and maybe something else, maybe is a cancer survivor. So I want those people to be able to have the attention of those higher ups. If it's just, I'm going to get tested, I'm cool with someone new just swabbing my throat or whatever.
I'm not talking about being tested. That's something very simple and basic. I'm talking about the care. And I definitely agree with having the people that are more susceptible. I was trying. Susceptible and all that. I'm just saying, like, when we get to a point where, like, now people inside the hospitals and, you know, things like that, like, I still want y'all to be experienced. And then there's, like, all different things. You have to have certifications to do this and that and stuff. And then when those start getting dropped because you are desperate, then we have to kind of worry, like, okay, now what? But I honestly don't think we're even going to get to that point. That's me being hopeful, and I just don't think it's going to get to that point where we're that desperate. So, prayers up.
Right now.
But we're not talking about coronavirus. That was last episode. Anywho.
Honesty moment, daggone. Oh,
Did
everybody
anybody else
got
have
updates?
updates?
You got updates?
Not really. I've been in the house. What's that? Bored in the house, bored. Yep, that's me.
Yeah, so we're going to just hop into our honesty moment because we're not talking about corona.
We tired of corona. So our honesty moment question for today is, tell us about a time when you were influenced by a celebrity. So we have a few comments. The first one is from the Walia Imani. Her comment says, Kimorley Simmons influenced me at an early age through her show. She influenced me to be confident and never be afraid to speak up about your Y'all know what I'm saying.
Shit.
Yeah.
Kimorley. I remember watching her show, but I don't remember it, like, super intensely.
I think
What
I just
was her
watched
show
it for
about?
entertainment purposes.
It was like a reality
I
show.
remember Russell had a show. But
She
what was
had
her
a show.
about?
But it was just like reality, like a reality show. She
It
definitely
was-
is somebody who's like about her business and like
It was around the time
you're
when
not
like
gonna talk to her anytime.
Baby Fat came out.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
She's super cute. She
Yeah,
had a lot of keys, though.
she did.
I thought she only got like 3 or 4.
I
Four's
thought
a lot.
That ain't a lot.
And I love her, and it's a lot.
I don't think that's
You thought
a
she
lot.
had 6?
Yeah, I thought she had
So
6.
she has Ming Lee. What's
And then another girl.
And Nico. It's something with a.
Aika?
Something like that. Then she has the little boy who's with the black guy.
When he a track star? I could be lying, y'all don't listen.
I don't know. You know
That's
what?
beside
Let's
the
get
point.
next because we don't know what we're talking about.
That's beside the point.
We don't know what we're talking about.
Alright, On the Run Cosmetics. Supa influenced me a few years ago through her brand The Crayon Case. The way I found out about her was through Facebook Live, which made me take promo serious. The Crayon Case, that was good.
She started on Vine, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I believe she started on Vine,
think
and
so.
I think no one expected her to have a cosmetic line. Like, it came out of nowhere.
I was very
But
surprised.
sis definitely did her thing, and she is. I just remember her. There was a video circulating of her giving all her employee bonuses or something like that, and like all of them were like breaking down and like crying, and so yeah. I don't have anything from her brand, but I definitely know that she is someone who has a good purpose behind it.
Yeah. I know when The Crayon Case came out, I really wanted the palette, but
Is it expensive?
I don't think, compared to like other makeup brands, it's not.
Okay.
It's about the same as others, like Morphe and like all those other brands. But
I feel like she catered to her immediate audience because people in NOLA not about to pay no crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. And our last comment is from Jay Wale Job. Beyonce's homecoming appearance at Coachella reminds me that people only see the incredible result, not the months, sometimes years of hard work. Keep working.
Yeah, if you wasn't inspired by that,
Listen,
Beyonce just.
I watched that thing like 4 times.
Yeah, like I have always been a Beyonce fan, but ever since she's been doing like documentaries, and even the one she did for Lion King, that documentary, like ever since she's been putting out stuff like that, it just has made me love her even more, to the point where I am team Beyonce all the way. Like before it was just like her music come on, I'ma dance to it, but now it's like, yeah, you're not about to come for her. Like,
do y'all think she'll ever retire? Because I've been hearing mixed comments from people. Like I asked my sister, we were walking around FedEx Field the other day, and we were talking about like if we saw like Beyonce in the street or something. I think we were like saying like
I would die
if Beyonce had like another concert at FedEx and we would go. And I was like, oh well, she just need to give me like one little tour and she can retire after that. But she was like, I don't think that Beyonce's gonna retire. But I personally think that she will.
I think she will retire, but she gonna wait to the last minute. But I know when she do, she better do some type of farewell tour. She better tell us before she do it, because if she just disappear off the face of the earth and just stop putting stuff out, I'm gonna be upset.
I don't know. I feel like she'll retire for a couple years and then she may come back with like another album.
I don't think she's ever gonna. I don't think she's gonna keep touring like that. I don't think she's gonna keep frequently perform. Like I think she'll retire from performing, but music,
I think she'll be like a Michael Jackson in the sense that like he never really went away, but he did take breaks and he did kind of do other stuff because she's also got into like the movie. I mean, she's been in the movie, the movie field.
Yeah, she will start producing, directing, and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, she could have brought in her everything.
I would like to see a Destiny's Child reunion tour. I would really love to see it.
I don't think they're gonna do it.
Or even if they just did like a section in her tour. Like I'd be okay with that.
Kind of similar to how they did Coachella.
Yeah, but
That's
a little longer. I just
like,
want the.
It's enough.
I want the hit records. Like I want it all. I want to see Cater to You. I want to see all the albums.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll actually do a full blown tour.
I don't think
because
they will,
Michelle,
but
she be wiped out. I'm not gonna.
It's not enough.
Michelle be wiped out after her performances. During her performances.
Yeah, and people be threatened sometimes. Like if they do that, Beyonce's gonna just get so much more money and like publicity and stuff like that. And some people can't handle that. Like what? Who was that? Even for the Millennial Tour, there was issues with that. With like some people getting more money.
That's why
bigger stars.
Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed that B2K is not on this one, but you know they just can't get their act together.
But my thing is, ain't that general business? Like the bigger stars the headliners get paid more.
But people don't want to believe that they not the bigger star.
That's
like especially
that's because they think that they're like performing as a group. But if I've done more as a solo artist, and we were like, I'm obviously the bigger star.
We saying that within like B2K, one person would get paid more.
So they wanted to pay.
So Omarion would get paid more than the rest of the group.
Oh, okay.
Because he did more.
Right.
And he was also performing some of his own songs, like some of his singles.
I feel like, okay, I deserve to get paid more.
But no,
I can see where they would have beef. I understand why he gets paid more, but I can see where they would have beef because they're performing as a group if he wasn't performing none of his own song.
But my thing is, even if I wasn't, but I'm saying even if I wasn't, say if I get invited to speak on a panel, and Dana Chanel is also speaking on this same panel, I'm not going to expect, even though we're on the same panel, I'm not going to expect to get paid what she gets
y'all
paid.
Have business.
But
I'm saying like if y'all were like business partners and y'all had done like if Dana Chanel and her husband didn't get paid the same thing, then I would be like, oh yeah.
I wouldn't. She should get paid more because she's been in it longer. She's been doing this for a long time, and he married into it, but like. That's part of the reason why they got married, but she been doing this like since her Curl Bible, since why can't I think of Sprinkle of Jesus, like she's kind of been doing this. He's like getting into it now that they're married, but I just feel like she would get paid more than him.
I mean, in that sense, maybe, but I think more so like with the Millennium Tour and stuff like that, they all kind of started at the same, and like when we all start in this group, we're all kind of getting paid the same rates. We have the same recognition. But if we stop and I continue, now I'm worth more. So when we come back, if I'm doing my own stuff along with the group, or us just being a group and like my name is known more, I'm pulling in more because I'm worth more. I'm going to get paid more.
And I'm harder to book.
Yeah. You said what?
I said, and you harder to book.
Yeah. Other people want me. If I don't take this job, I'm still going to have somewhere else to go.
And that's why Omarion is still on the Millennium Tour.
Right. Like, I'm going to be here with or without y'all. So, decide.
Get they act together. I'm just upset.
What do you guys think is the definition of a celebrity? Like, what makes somebody a celebrity?
I say someone of influence, but but then when I think of it, you have to look back and say, who do you consider a celebrity? Like, first person that came to mind was like Bad Baby. I would not consider her a celebrity. Like, even though technically,
She's a celebrity by fame,
but like,
because a lot of people know her. But
if I saw her on the street, I wouldn't be like, oh my gosh, it's Bad Baby.
Caught you outside.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, that's the girl from Dr. Phil. Like, I don't know. I
But
wouldn't
there
be
are people
impressed.
that listen to her music because she has.
She
Like,
does.
My siblings be listening to a little bit. I'd be like, oh, okay,
she
cool.
has a
But
few
like,
songs.
I feel like they would rank her as a celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
So like, are we saying celebrities are people that are just always in the spotlight? Because I don't have to do like anything.
I think it's anybody who has an audience, a consistent audience who will literally follow them or like keep up with them.
I mean,
Is Dana Chanel a celebrity?
Yeah, I would say so.
a lot of, I mean, yeah, I would say that Lonnie B is a celebrity, because if he goes out to the store, it'd be like, oh my God, Lonnie B, hey, good girlfriend.
And celebrity is not to say like you
Who's at
gotta
the
be
top.
worldwide or
Yeah.
you gotta be national. Like you can be a celebrity in your own city. Local celebrity is a thing.
But why? I think
think it just
I'm thinking of
depends.
celebrity more in the entertainment industry, because like when I look at Dana Chanel, I don't see a celebrity. I see a businesswoman. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't categorize her as a celebrity. Like, I know
she has an audience. And
But
a
what about
following.
Kim Kardashian?
but like, would Steve Jobs be a celebrity? Like, if he was
Yeah.
here, I don't know. Like, it's,
I mean, you can be
'cause he's-
both.
I don't know.
You can be both. You could be a businesswoman and you can be a celebrity.
I think in any
what's the
industry you
definition
can be a
or
celebrity.
because of your business, you are a celebrity.
Right. It's no like
I think it depends, honestly.
you don't have to separate
but
the two.
Like
Yeah,
Barack
it
Obama's
depends.
a celebrity.
Right.
He's not in the entertainment industry. He's a
Being the president made
right.
him a celebrity.
Right.
It says a famous person, the state of being well known.
Yeah.
That just answered your question.
I guess it definitely just depends.
Y'all think celebrity and influencer are the same thing?
I think celebrities have influence. But
I think some celebrities have influence.
I think all do in some sense. It depends
yeah,
on for you, but
It's
all have
always
influence.
somebody that they influence.
They
All
they either have
influence.
positive or negative influence. Some people I don't know. Some people may be influenced by them, not influenced by them. But influencer versus celebrity.
I only say it's a difference because like we have social media influencers,
Right.
but they're not celebrities.
Right.
Right.
So you saying Dana Chanel?
See, I was trying to wrap
So
my.
you saying Dana Chanel is more of a social media influencer? I think she
Because
passed that by now.
right, because to me, I look at myself as like an up and coming micro influencer. Like, I know I have some type of influencer, even based on just me being a brand ambassador and having the influence on people to like go support the brands that I wear or use or whatever, interact with. But I'm not a celebrity. You see what I'm saying? Like, just because you have influence doesn't make you a celebrity.
But if or let's use you as an example, like once you continue and you become well known, will you be a celebrity?
Once you become
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I can get to a celebrity status, but right now I'm not. But I have influence.
But
so-
I would say social media, like influencers, are like all
Certain
very well
social
known.
media
I feel like once you
Not
get to
all,
a
but-
point, you become a celebrity.
So, okay,
so
I mean,
what's the
you may have
point?
started as a social media influencer.
Right, like, okay, like
But-
What do
Aaliyah
we
J
think- what do we
or
think is
B
the point?
Simone. Like, B
I wouldn't call
Simone
Aaliyah
is.
J a celebrity.
I will call her
I
celebrity.
would.
Okay, well the dance.
But not
we all
like
talk about
that.
dance.
No, I'm not talking about Aaliyah Janelle. I'm talking about Aaliyah J. She's an influencer.
Not on like the high level of celebrity, but she's at a certain level where she's considered a celebrity because she's very well known.
Well, I don't.
What's our
social media.
line? What's the word?
Is
I'm
it based
looking
on
for?
followers? Like, see, now we
I
gotta.
think it's based on.
That's
Like,
what I'm saying.
I think it's based on all of it. Like,
Name drop, followers,
Yeah, like
if
word
you're in a
of
room with a
mouth,
full of
like-
people and you drop that name and everybody knows who that is.
Yeah.
then-
But I'm saying, what's the limit? Because if Brie walks into a room, like
I think it's
people
different
may,
for
people
everybody.
may really know who she is, but I'm saying, what's the bare minimum? Like she's saying she's not there yet.
Or is it
But-
the level of rave that people have over
I
that
don't
certain
know.
person?
That's what I'm asking.
Like,
I don't
Aaliyah J
know.
has 1.9 million followers.
And like Jackie Aina, she has like 2 million
But
followers or something.
for
like
me, like, I didn't know y'all. I didn't know Aaliyah J. Like, I've heard of her
I know her
name,
pictures,
but
but I don't know what
I don't
she
even know.
does,
Like, I
what
don't
she
even know what
does.
she looks like. I was
But
thinking
she's a
Aaliyah Janelle.
YouTuber.
that. But it also
Oh,
may
really?
be in the
Yeah.
sense of what you are most interested in.
Oh yeah, I've never.
She
seen
started
her.
off as a YouTuber. I don't know if y'all saw that video. It was like, that was, for me, that was her first video that I saw, and she was like, it was a story time telling her when she saw the girl who her ex-boyfriend was cheating on her with, and it was a big, like, it ended up being like a soundbite, and she was like, she wasn't ugly, I give it to her, she was cute, but she wasn't me. And like, from there, her YouTube, she's been doing YouTube longer than anyone that I have known. Like,
her and Jackie Aina are like kind of like on the same.
See, I know none.
But she's a beauty influencer. That's why she's like, Lonnie and I would know because we watch like makeup videos and stuff like that.
But I just know her from pictures, is what I'm saying. Like, I don't know her from. I didn't even know she did YouTube. I thought she was just a cute little bitty on Instagram.
But I think it also depends on what you're actually interested in and what you kind of have more knowledge in. Versus like me and Bree, we have more knowledge in like makeup and everything. So of course we would know certain people in that category.
And I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying, like, are we saying that the minimum or the bare minimum of like what surpasses you to now be well known, does that also depend? Yes, categories and different people depend, but like the bare minimum. Like, we all know if you check this box.
I think it depends. I honestly think it depends on the industry.
Yeah.
And the person.
I think it depends on the industry and the mindset of the person who's interpreting whether that person is a celebrity or not.
Yeah.
Because do y'all think B. Simone is a celebrity?
I do.
I think so.
Yeah.
Why can't I find her? How many? She has 4.4 million followers. So is it based on follower count?
I don't think it's based
but
on
I do think there's different levels of celebrities. Like you have like your
A-list, B-list.
Yeah. I mean, like Beyonce, she's A++ list. Period.
Platinum.
And then I'm just gonna go back because I remember this from like our first or second episode. Like Keisha Cole, she might be like DC.
She's B-list. I don't understand why.
My question is,
she did.
And she has fans.
I'ma still scream her songs every time it comes on, but I don't know. Never knew. But I don't think I don't even know if she would be B-list for me. I don't know. For me, once you hit Love and Hip Hop,
my next question is: over time, does someone go from like B-list to A-list,
Yes.
or do they like
Decrease.
drop down from A-list to B-list?
I think that is possible.
Okay, so what are some celebrities?
But I don't think Keisha Cole was C-list.
yes, I feel like once you hit Love and Hip Hop,
But Love and Hip Hop people have gone from C-list to A-list.
Right, like
being in Love and Hip Hop.
Cardi B.
but she's different. But like Remy, like I don't think she's different. Like Remy Ma, she dropped down when she did Love and Hip Hop, in my opinion. Like when she went to jail and she got out, she still had her respect. But then she went on a show and it was so much drama. And she made it worse for herself. Like, she made people come for her. Especially, like, even going back and forth with Nicki and stuff. Like, while, Remy is classic and she got old bangers, Nicki is worldwide. Like, she's an international star. Remy was never an international star. So, it's not, like, to me, she decreased after going on Love and Hip Hop.
I don't think it's based on the show. I think it's based on her music and her influence. I don't think being on a show drops you down. It's like, I don't think A-list and B-list is based on, what is it even? Is it based on money? Is it based on?
I don't know. I feel like it's based on the timelessness of your music. Like, I'm still.
What's the actual
net worth?
though? Like,
based on
B-list, C-list decided, because I never knew that. I just knew we always called them A-list and B-list.
How do you
Because I feel like a show should put you further up, even though it's like not a good look.
But it depends on
status.
what your role is on the show. Like,
So
if you go on the show just to cause drama and you fighting,
But you're still on the show and people knowing your name because you're fighting and you're doing drama. So
I mean,
wouldn't that raise
but
your status?
I don't think that it'll raise the status per se. I'm
Put me
sorry.
in, coach. Put me in.
It says in order to remain on the A-list, so it is something you have to remain on, so you can get deducted. An actor, well, it says an actor, so I'm gonna just say an entertainer must take mostly starring roles, do well at the box office, get good press, and remain relevant to current audiences. B-listers are those who have not had recent hits, but are still very well known and have fans and following.
So you feel like Remy Ma went from A-list to B-list or B-list to C-list?
Let me see, I'm gonna pull up the C-list one.
I was about to say, what's C-list?
C-list are those who everyone recognizes when they see their faces on screen, but no one really remembers their name. So maybe not
She's
Remember.
B-list.
She might be B- list.
Yeah.
Because, no, seriously, think about it. The generation under us is not really gonna know who Remy Ma is. but they gonna know who Michael Jackson is. They gonna know who
Nicki
Beyonce
Minaj
is. Yeah, so I'm saying, like, I think as the new generations come, celebrities deduct and list.
I can see that. I also think it depends on location because we may not, but New York people are gonna know. Like she's gonna be known for generations, so it's definitely about location. All right.
Okay, so how do y'all decide? Like, who would be y'all A-list, B-list? Like, just give me a celebrity in each example. So, like, A-list for me would be like Beyonce. B-list would be like, I don't want to say Keisha Cole because we can talk about her. B-list would be like, who still got bangers? Like, I don't know if I can say Destiny's Child because that includes Beyonce.
Nah.
But like,
No, I feel like they for sure. Even just Kelly by herself is A-list. Y'all not gonna get A-list? Thank you, sis.
I love
It don't matter if you
No.
like her. She's A-list.
No, I don't think so though. Everybody's not
Look
gonna
at
know
her.
Kelly.
Kelly is A-list.
No.
A-list.
She's A-list by association, but by herself, she's not.
Yeah, like what songs do people really know by Kelly by herself?
Besides Motivation.
I know songs by Kelly.
And
I ain't
Y'all
gonna give
I'm
everybody.
bump like these.
See?
I didn't think
That's
that
enough.
That's two songs, sis.
But within one hit wonders be A-list. Oh, so she
Who?
was A-list, and then she came down. Is what
But
I'm
what
saying.
one hit wonder is A-list?
I don't know. I can't think.
Right. See?
I honestly think it depends on, like, yes, there's rankings that people have charts and official stuff like that, but I think it honestly just depends on, like, who my favorites are may not be on the chart of an A-list, but you're an A-list to me because of the music that you make and I mess with. So, like, you know, Beyonce's obviously up there because I've been loving her since day
Beyonce's
one.
no.
Since I popped out the
Right,
group,
is that
She A++.
No.
She's gold platinum list.
she doesn't even rank. She's up there. But I don't know, sometimes I would say like J. Cole for my A-list because I really like J. Cole. He's still like very popular. He's still making stuff, but he's not
I've heard
the
a lot of
majority.
people say he's B-list, but I think now he might be.
He's like B+.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's
Nice.
because he's not the majority's like
Yeah.
style. But for me,
But that's
like,
what it's based
my
on.
majority. I know,
Yeah.
but I'm not talking about the officials. I'm talking about for
Your
mine
list.
personally. Like it would be like he would be A because I am of the majority that finds him to be like all the way up here. So I don't know. Like we can go from the official list all day, but who the hell is making the list?
I feel like a Lil Uzi is a B-list for me.
Lil Uzi,
Y'all
don't
think
know.
Lil Uzi is made?
I think he's making his way up.
He is making his way up, but
making his way up.
I will agree that he's probably B-list.
Yeah.
B+.
No, B.
B.
Average.
I don't know.
Not B minus.
I think-
It's B.
But somebody like Shaq Glizzy, who, like,
Oh, he's B-list for sure.
Yeah.
is he B?
Oh, I don't know. He might be a B minus.
Because I don't feel like you can put him and Little Uzi in the
I
same
don't
list.
understand why Shy Glizzy never really like
Skyrocketed
I think he
and
limited
went.
himself though because he don't really like put himself out there.
But I
like
don't
a lot of
know.
people.
What big singing rapper artists are from the DMV? Like, let's think. Let's
Fat
talk about
Trail,
it.
Shy Glizzy, both of them never really made.
But no, that's what I'm saying. Like, who really?
Oh.
There's
Who
no.
really made
It's
it?
no one like largely notable.
I feel
except
like
for maybe
somebody
Chuck
went on
Brown.
wrong That's from the DMV. Like
And
a
then Chuck
Taraji.
But she's not.
But she-
I'm talking
yeah.
about like singers,
Well,
songs.
A-list is not only like you know.
Wale, but like
He's
he never
B-list.
made A-list.
Yeah,
He is
and he
definitely
feels some kind of
B-list.
way about that, honey.
Okay,
He
well,
does.
He be in his
He
feelings.
should, but
That's
see,
his
he
problem.
I don't know about that.
he
He's too
marketed
emotional.
himself wrong.
He's
he
very
messed
like
up
butthurt about everything.
because he didn't. He should have came out the gate with. Is he Trini? I don't want to get it. Or he's
No, he's
Nigerian.
Nigerian.
He's not.
He's Haitian,
He's
right?
I
Or
think it
Nigerian?
might be
Nigerian.
Nigerian.
I don't know.
He is
on the
something,
red table
but
talk, he was saying his parents are Nigerian.
Nigerian.
he
He is
didn't.
Nigerian, you're right.
He didn't market that, and I felt like that should have been the market. Like he went too hard with the "I'm from DC." DC.
But I don't think
this.
he knows his Nigerian roots enough. Like he knows it, but he don't.
But
know
even
it
just
more than he knows DC.
repping the DMV as a whole, I think would have been better for him. And I know like people from DC kind of have an issue with that. Like
Because he's not really from
I went to
DC.
I went to school in DC and I got called a Meezy all the time. Like jokes and like playing like that's fine. I was raised in Maryland. I was born in DC, but I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm from DC. Like I was raised in PG County, and like so I think that he just kind of marketed himself wrong to where people from DC didn't take him well because it was kind of like it was. They didn't
He was
feel
trying to
like,
force it.
yeah, it was
He
just
was
too
trying to
much.
force it way too much.
Ain't no was. He still do.
Well, yeah, you're right.
I mean, I love I love his music, but him as a person, I just be like, you stress me out.
Yeah.
You really, like that Red Table Talk.
Oh yeah.
I can't listen to him talk.
I was pissed. I was like, why are you on here acting like this? He was
Like
like a child.
he wasn't even making any sense
None.
whatsoever. Like,
I was like,
Damn.
and he's
He was
okay
making
with
sense to
it.
me,
Like
I'm
he
not
has
gonna
no
lie.
issue.
huh?
She was
I said,
over there like,
he was making sense to me. I mean, like, I see what y'all are saying, but it didn't bother me as much. I was just like, come on, let's get it out. Let's
He was-
try and
he
get
was
it
giving
out.
me
Anybody
toxic.
who don't feel like you need to
That-
change is an
Say what?
issue. He feels like he doesn't need to change.
A lot of people feel like that.
And
But that's
what it is.
toxic.
But my thing is, like, watching it for the Red Table Talk, for something like that, she may get people like Snoop that was like, yeah, I was wrong, blah, blah, he real seasoned. For one, Wale is still young, but I also feel like that is the mentality of a lot of men. That is the mentality of a lot of people, not just men, but like black men especially. And just to see that, I wasn't surprised. And it didn't necessarily bother me because I was just like, not that I almost expected that from him, but when he started going down that road, I was like,
but
all right,
that's
That's
so
sad.
bad. That's sad. It's
That's
actually
bad.
it's sad because like
it's reality.
and you look at it and there's expected behaviors that you have of black men in general, and it's that just continues
That's
to
sad.
put in place stereotypes and just be like not giving people a true chance because you're like, oh, I expected you to act like
Let me
this. Or,
tell y'all
like, there ain't
something.
nothing new.
Let me tell y'all black men something. I will always require more. You is not finna just settle on yourself or us. I don't care. I will always require more out of you. It's always something to grow, somewhere to go. I don't know. But
Both of them.
Both of them. Both of them.
But no, like Snoop Dogg, I think he's still like I am not, and it took me a long time to come around to Snoop because I had some issues earlier in life. I just feel like he was always a bad person from Baby Boy. Like he always just played a bad person, and for me that just stuck. And I was just like, Snoop Dogg's a bad
No, I
person.
never really even thought about that.
Yes, I was just like, Snoop Dogg's a bad person, and then that's when all that Illuminati stuff coming up.
Oh yeah.
And I was just not a fan of Snoop. But anywho, I have come around not to love Snoop, but he's someone who I would still say is A-list because I think that he still has his influence.
He does.
His songs always going bang. Like, I don't think
Snoop
he
is
would be...
definitely
Yeah.
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 But he's someone who's been out the game for a long time
A
and really
long
hasn't done
time.
anything, but he's still A-list.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I think it's about timelessness.
But he's also done other stuff too. Like I know he has this Netflix thing. It was like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, something like that, where he was like coaching football or something like that.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
Snoop?
Yes. Snoop Dogg. It's on Netflix.
The D-O-double-G?
Yes. It's called Coach Snoop or
Oh,
something
wow.
like that.
Mm.
And he was like mentoring
What
and he
is
had his
something
own
about
football
football?
thing. So like I'm saying, I feel like that's another reason that makes him A-list though. Like yes, his music is timeless, but he's also still like putting into his community and like showing up and doing stuff like that. But in terms of the Wale thing and him, the point that I was making is yes, it's terrible. Yes, that's something that's expected, but that's why it didn't bother me because I was just like, here we go again. Like it ain't nothing new. I expected more of him, but when I saw him start to be triggered and kind of take that way, I was just like, well,
And I was pissed he wouldn't let that white man talk.
And I love him.
At all.
Like the white man, I can't think of his name, but I love him. He's in something that I
I was
watch.
so upset. I was
Let me
like, he
see.
probably got something good to say and we can't hear.
He had a lot of good things to say.
I was like, she need to have him back by himself.
He had a lot of good things to say. His problem is he don't want to listen to nobody.
Okay, so-
Nobody.
How do y'all feel about the Red Table Talk? Because I know a couple episodes ago we stand the Red Table Talk, and ever since her interview with Snoop, I just can't look at it the same. When they were like, all she does is sit across from the table and talk slow and be like, you know what you did.
And she
is
placed her hands
you took,
on the table.
You
like
took power away
this.
from me.
I think
And I'm like, you took power away from Willow. And I was just like, dang, I really cannot watch it the same. Like I can't.
I definitely can.
So I haven't been watching like for a long time. Ever
I'm the
since
Every episode.
what was it? We did a Girls Night or something. I hadn't been caught up then.
It was,
I really haven't been watching. So I feel like I noticed that kind of stuff before everybody else, and I was like, all right, I'm done. Like Willow, remember I was telling y'all
Yeah.
about Willow. I was like, I
Yeah.
can't.
Oh no,
Willow.
we've been
Yeah,
talking
we've
about
been
Willow.
talking about
Everybody
Willow.
been talking about Willow.
So
Justin
I just stopped
Baldoni.
watching.
That's his name.
What he playing or
I don't know. We about to find out.
I don't know. I like him, and he would not let him talk. And I was so upset.
Well, I still love Jada. I still love the Red Table
Oh, yeah.
Talk, but
You
I
still love
definitely
LA.
be laughing. Yeah, but I definitely be laughing.
Oh, he's
when-
in Jane the Virgin. that I watch.
No, I never seen that.
Oh, y'all gotta watch it. It's such a good show. Now, I started watching the show before I knew all about her and her having aggression against black women, and like she's one of those people who like every time we're talking about rights for black women or the success of black women or creating spaces for black women, she always wants to switch it into all women. And that's, I mean, I guess there should be rights for all women, but black women have it different.
Like, it's a different fight to fight. Like, why can't I understand that? It's a completely different fight for us.
Oh, she's Spanish?
Yeah.
She plays in this movie that I like. I didn't know she was like that, though.
Yeah, no, why can't I think of her?
It was this video going around on Twitter. It was her, like, saying
Gina Rodriguez
comments or something like that. I didn't personally follow it because I was just like, here we go again. Like you, Big Wale, here we go again. Yeah,
because she was on an interview with,
I feel like I do remember this now.
Marseille, and I really hope I'm not saying her name wrong. Marseille.
Either one.
And the interviewer was just giving her credit, like, you're out here 14 years old making strides for black women. And she kind of cut the interviewer off and was like, all women. Ooh. And he was like...
And Marseille,
more specifically, she was like, more specifically, little black girls who, don't see that. And I was just like, so she's been problematic on that. And then she was singing the song by the Fugees and said the N-word and posted it.
I do remember that. I remember that.
So, like, she just does
little... She was in, like, a dressing room.
Lauryn Hill is definitely A-list.
Yeah, she's someone who's...
But, some people consider her B-list.
Well, they
can fall off A-list. And Lauryn ain't been around.
But she's timeless. I love her. I love her.
My mom went to go see her in concert when she was here. Like,
I heard that she was showing up late and doing
my mother was pissed. She was like, good thing I didn't pay no expensive tickets, because if I did, I would have been pissed. She said that they went, I think it was her and somebody else that opened for her. The person that opened for her did like their little snippet or whatever, and then it took Lauryn like 2 hours to come on stage, and then she only performed 3 songs, and then she left.
I've heard, I've heard diva
Definitely
things.
Heard that. But
Tank and Genuine, big singers that came out of the DMV. I was trying to
Yes, Genuine.
Well, they ain't A-list though.
They're not A-list.
Oh, okay.
But I'm saying, they made it big enough.
They B-list.
Did I know Tank was? I don't think I knew Tank was from here.
Yeah,
I know Genuine.
My dad knew him.
I mean, granted, Pony is never gonna get old, but like he might be.
The thing about them, they come back here all the time.
Yeah,
like they really show love to their home.
I will say though, they honored Genuine at the Titans Awards.
Titans Awards.
And he didn't. He was there.
Yeah,
he did not come.
They did the same. They did the same thing with the Braxtons.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about music that you were listening to growing up versus all the new music that comes out now?
I'm forever gonna listen to my 90s and 2000s
music.
any day.
Anything new.
Yeah, if I had to pick, like, that's what I listen to majority of the time.
I listen to a mixture.
What do you guys think? Not what is the difference, but like, what makes you say that? Because I definitely like 90s, 2000s, like that's the only thing that I listen to, and my reasoning is because everything that comes out now either A, has no meaning, not that it has to be super deep, but like y'all ain't talking about nothing, you all have the same sound, and then a lot of times like I honestly only hear the beat, like I don't hear words anymore. I just be like, cat ski ski boom in the background, but like that's it. And I feel like it's only because like what you're saying has no meaning to me. I can't relate to you in any type of way, and y'all probably can't relate to what you're saying anyway. So I was staying for 90s, 2000s, maybe like my middle school years. It was a little lit too, and then after that, it just started kind of going down.
There's no soul in the music that is put out today, and not even in the sense that they have to be singing their heart out, but like I just know I listen to a lot of heartbreak and like breakup music, and it's not necessarily because it's a reflection of how I feel. It's just that music is just so good.
It's passionate.
It's
like,
real.
Like, anytime Mary J got her heart broke, listen, we knew the album was gonna be fire. Like,
same thing with Beyonce.
Like, you just kind of, it's something into it. Now, people are just trying to mass produce music, and it's designers,
Trying to
And the
fit
people
in.
That
behind
trap,
the scenes.
like J. Cole said, trap shit is the shit that's hot now.
Yeah, like that's what's hot. And when I go out, that's kind of what even though I will listen to some, I would love to go to a 90s slow jam kind of thing. But that's what people want to hear when they out. That's what gets people lit. And that's the kind of music people are putting out. It's not required for people to put effort into it. Like someone I really want to see is Ari Lennox. And that's because there's so much soul in her music, and she's the closest thing in our generation between her and Jhené Aiko. Like that, I listen to their music and I'm like, yes, like you took time with this, you put effort into this, like there's intention behind your words. But then you listen to other stuff that's like
last night, me, my sister, and my brother-in-law, we were watching T-Pain and Lil Jon doing their little battle, whatever, on Instagram.
I watched
Live.
some of it.
When I tell you, we were literally in the living room having a whole full-on party. Like, they were just dropping hits by hits by hits by hits.
Honestly,
And
I'm
just
forgetting
like,
about Lil Jon. Like,
yes, and when he was playing some of the songs, I never realized how many songs that he actually produced.
yes.
So we were just sitting there like, dang, like I forgot about this song, this song. So
I feel like that's what makes it so much more fun, because whether it was a story that went to it, whether like I experienced this thing with this during this song, or the song is talking about something, or whatever the case is. But I also will say, there is sometimes I do like to ride around like bang bang glock glock.
No, yeah, like, I feel like
that's
that
lit too. That's lit too, but that's not my go-to. It has its own timing, and there's a time and place for everything. So if I'm going out trying to be cute, yeah, you might hear some bang bang, Glizzy Pop stuff in the back
with the windows down.
Yes, if I'm doing anything else, if I'm doing anything else, it gotta mean something. It gotta have something that I can like be cognizant about.
Like if I'm in the house just chilling with some wine, oh yeah, I'll definitely play my 90s, 2000s.
Or especially when I'm cooking, because I want that soul to be in my food. I don't want to hear the buckets while I'm cooking. Yeah. So who's someone that is in the industry, like I already said mine is Ari Lennox, that y'all really just want to see win, like get big and just... It could be singer, songwriter, actor.
That we want to see get big?
Yeah, like you want somebody who's not on the A-list that you would like to see them get on the A-list. I think a lot of gospel singers also deserve to be on the A-list.
Gospel singers never seem to make it A-list.
Kirk Franklin about that.
I would say Kirk Franklin, Ty Tribbett, like a lot of them, but gospel singers just never really seem to pop.
Cause I tell everybody know Revolution.
I know most of Kirk Franklin stuff.
Revolution and Smile, like everybody know. Like even if you don't listen to gospel music at all, you gotta at least know
Stomp, like everybody know that.
Bright a Day, like he just got hits. He just the man has
the
hits.
reason for the season.
I don't know. I feel like I don't know. It's this local guy that I've been listening to. It's actually, he went to UMD. He's actually friends of a friend. His name is Micah. And he's so good. Like R&B, he's in R&B. And he's just so good. He just started, but he's good. And I really want him to make it.
Drop the link, sis.
I will. I'll drop the link, y'all. Because he's so good.
Brent Fayez is, I think that's right. He's cool. He went to the high school up the street from me, but I didn't know him.
Who else?
I can't think of anybody off the top of my head.
And not just from R&B.
I honestly feel like it's because I still
R&B.
listen to the same people that already
Exactly.
made it. I'm like, I don't know who's
You don't
out
really
right
listen
now.
to
Let me go through my music and see if I find.
No clue.
Side note, did y'all watch Timberlands and Swiss Beats live?
I didn't.
I did. That jump was jumping. I
was
was in the bed because I was already on my way to sleep, and I was like, somebody posted, I was like, oh, I'm gonna go. When I tell you I didn't go to sleep for like another hour, I was pissed the next day. But I was like, just so many, from the Aaliyah hits to the DMX. Like, I didn't even know I knew all the words to DMX songs like that. But that jump, I am appreciating like stuff like that people are trying to do things.
I think that's the one good thing that's coming out of this whole quarantine and the coronavirus is
everything not about money anymore.
Yeah, even though people are on social media a lot more, but it's still giving like these big names and these artists to kind of take different avenues to reach their audience and do things for free, like all these free dance classes that you would have to travel and go, take the dance classes or pay like $25 to, sit in the studio and learn from them. Like you can literally go on social media and learn. Like,
and I like because you can tell they be having fun. Like they love doing just chill stuff like this. And I'm like, well, how y'all don't do it more often?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, everything's not about money right now. And it's, I would say Corona has a lot of downfalls, like being in a house, but it's also like had some positives, because I feel like you're also seeing like who does stuff for a check versus who does stuff because they genuinely love it. And even from like Davy J hosting Wine and Slow Jams online, even though he had people buy tables and tickets for it and had to cancel it, like it's bigger than just, oh, I want some money, so I'm gonna have this event. Like
Davy J's video, I sent it to you or you sent it to me.
Yeah,
when the cops came to that.
Like, not the cops shut down the party.
He didn't even have a real party. He had a Corona party, and the cops still came and shut it down.
So can you just turn down the music a little
out.
bit?
Are you serious?
He did not know the cops was there, and he took his phone to the door, so we was there for the whole conversation. It was so funny.
I think he was like, yeah, I'm just having a party online. They were like, well, can you just turn the music down a little
He
bit?
said, I can hear you all the way down the street. He's like, bro, your music gotta be loud.
Yeah, it had to be
Because
loud.
it don't look like he live in an apartment.
Yeah. But anyway, but like stuff like that is just making me happy to see. There's a lot of free stuff going on. Even like I think Rosetta Stone is offering like free courses right now. I mean, I ain't learning.
I forgot about Rosetta Stone.
I ain't gonna lie. But yeah, I think Adobe is doing something free. I don't know if it's free
They ain't
Photoshop.
do my thing free.
Girl, because you already got a membership.
Paying $30 for this. They just up the price actually.
I think I'm gonna look into it, but they
$20.
are doing something for it's like a deal. I don't know if it's like a couple months free before you have to pay or whatever. But take advantage of that
2
stuff.
months free.
Something.
Yeah, you can online 2 months.
Sure can.
Dedicate.
Adobe Creative.
Man.
Alright, who is someone, before we close out, who are celebrities in general? I feel like we've been kind of sticking to the music, but you don't have to. Who is someone who inspires you? It can be a couple.
I would say Taraji. Not only, but because, I mean, she's like a great actress, obviously. And I think she sticks to her roots. She's from DC, and I feel like she doesn't change like her demeanor when she's around other people, or she doesn't change like her personality or her character. You can always tell that she still has DC in her.
Yep, she DC all the way.
Zayn. So, yeah, I would definitely say Taraji.
Ooh. I think mine depends on the season, because at least for me, like, yeah, I don't know. For me, my inspo a lot of time comes from either dancers or like choreographers, since we're not necessarily talking about artists. And I would say that for me, Sean Bankhead definitely, Jaquel Knight, those are two really big people, obviously because I want to work for them, but like they just kind of inspire me with the certain work that they've been doing lately, whether it's Coachella or all the Missy stuff or the Normani stuff. They're definitely big inspos. And of course you get like little small inspiration from like different people, but that's something that I've honestly been kind of looking for during this time that I'm home, is like what's different, because I feel like I'm seeing so much of the same stuff, especially in the dance world, and so many dance classes, and then everybody wants to post their video of the online class that they took, and you're seeing the same combos and the same styles, and it's like so oversaturated that it's not fun anymore. I'm like sick of looking at it. So I've been trying to find like different people. Keon and Mari, I think they did that one what's that dance show called? It's like kind of new. It's like with J-Lo, Neo,
World Dance.
Yeah, World Dance.
I was gonna say,
they did that the first season. They're a couple. They're definitely like super different, but I don't know. I feel like my goal right now is to kind of find people that inspire me, that aren't always glorified, and that are like kind of in the deep, or like foundation people and stuff like that. So my two right now are Sean Bankhead and Jaquel Knight.
I have a couple, just because. So definitely Michelle Obama, and that's just because my goal in life is impact and influence, and I think that she just does that just so naturally. Like, I don't feel like she ever has to force her impact. Like, she's just always being genuinely herself, and that just reads bigger than anyone trying to force all this stuff. Like, she jumps at stuff she's passionate, even from like the get up and move campaign that she did. I think like her first or second year in the White House, but like she just takes stuff that she's passionate about and makes it bigger. Gabrielle Union is a big inspiration of mine just because she is for Black women, and even though I don't agree with all her decisions and just like everything she's done in life in general, one thing that I see in her is that she's always fighting for Black women. And she doesn't let that fame and money or stuff like that get in her way or just fill her head with, oh, well, I'm getting a check, so I'm going to just conform. She's kind of just like, I'm going to be myself regardless. It was somebody else I had. Why did I just draw a blank like that? We all said Beyonce.
I also remember one when you get it before you go.
Okay.
Amanda Seales from The Real.
Oh, yeah.
I love her. Like, I love her. I don't even know exactly why, but she's just so smart to me. And she always, because like I'll go down and watch little clips of The Real all day, but now I'm always looking for the ones with Amanda in it because she just, I literally used to only watch The Real and like, yes, I would get insight to certain things, but like she always comes with her facts and her statistics and, you know, just like a lot of the nitty gritty that a lot of other people don't. And she's not afraid to kind of like get into like deeper conversations, whether they only have like 2 minutes to talk about a topic. So she's definitely an inspo. I love her podcast and I'm reading her book.
How is it?
It's good. It's definitely her. It's not like reading chapter to chapter. It's like on this page, this is what we're talking about. And on that page, that's what we're talking about. She just seems so real and true to herself that inspires me because that's something that I want to do without the influence of people around me. I want to just be like, this me. I don't care.
I remember what I was going to say. So Will Smith is definitely an inspiration. And I just think he's just like grab life and make it yours. And that is something that I also just aspire to be. I don't know what, you know, for me, like he's always just been inspirational, even in his roles and just his consistency in movies and in his field. And then my last one is going to be Scotty Beam, which is also someone who I really want to see win. Like she, if you don't know, she's a media personality. She does Black Girl Podcast. She's been on, what is the Netflix show? Oh, Rhythm and Flow. She did the after shows after that, like all the interviews. She's done campaigns with Nike.
She's on the main page of Nike right now.
Yes.
You go to Nike.com and she's on there.
Yeah. So she's just like someone who literally started from the bottom. She started at Hot 97 as an intern, as a street person. And if you know, being a street person, people in the media world know, like a street person, like it's not fun at all. Like you're literally just doing whatever people say. Like, yeah, all the work that people don't want to do, that's what you do. And just her starting from there, and like now Beyonce sent her a box. Now she ain't sent her the big box, but still Beyonce sent her a box. And she's just someone who I can look at and I see myself, like literally see myself from the curls to the brown skin. Like I can look at her and be like, that's gonna be me one day. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be doing campaigns for Nike. And Beyonce gonna be sending me a box. Period.
Cool. I think I just have two main ones. One is Elaine Welteroth. I'm a little biased because I just finished her book. It was amazing. But she was the previous editor for Teen Vogue, actually. And she's just very like, I'm going to go get what I want to get. Like, I'm going to do what I want to do, and I'm going to get it by any means necessary. And so I really admire her, and it was just fun to learn her journey because she's not someone that's talked about, but she had her hands in so much. So it was just fun to learn about her story, and she's an inspiration. And then, of course, Ava DuVernay, she's what I want to be. She's what I want to do. She epitomizes everything I think about in my life. She's a genius, and she's so genuine. So those are my two.
Dope.
Like there's just so many people out here doing it. Like that's just crazy.
There is
so many Black people.
Yes.
There is one more thing I wanted to kind of talk about in regards to this topic is the privilege that celebrities or like people with a lot of influence get. How I don't know how to phrase it, but like how damaging do you guys think that can be? Am I making sense?
Just like the word of like
Say-
So like,
celebrity.
okay,
praise.
so I can give you an example. Like, if we're gonna talk about drugs in the music industry or something like that, they have the privilege to do so, and blah blah blah, and a lot of people get hooked. Or if it's the certain privileges they have to, I don't know, get tested for corona before anybody else, or you know, just like different privileges that they have that a lot of times seem harmful. That either like we're feeding into because we're like, yes, I don't care if you're mentally not stable, come perform for me right now, or just the privilege that they have to do certain things and like how they deal with it and how it kind of turns things around and how we take it and how we, you know, see them going through it and we idolize it when really it's a negative thing. What do you guys think about that?
I think great examples are Whitney Houston and Summer Walker.
Yep.
You want an old example and a present day example? There you go.
Yep.
Those are two people where the fame really started to mess them up, and people really started to turn on them once they started not doing what the audience wanted them to do. Whitney Houston, I mean, drugs was tore her up, and people still loved her, but people still require her to go out and sing and do all this stuff when she was miserable.
I'm sorry, have
And
y'all
we just
seen that
ignored
video
it.
of Whitney eating and that one lady's like, hey, can I get a picture please? She's like, I'm eating. It's like a gift or something like that. I don't know.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah. But yeah, Whitney and then Summer Walker, like, people are attacking her because
Yeah.
she has genuine anxiety and social, and like, come on. Like, y'all could throw her y'all support, but no, y'all rather attack her because she's trying to protect her peace and protect herself. So I think I would never want to be a celebrity.
Because people forget that celebrities are also human beings
Right.
as well. Like, they have their own issues. They have their own problems that they have to deal with. Like, they're not exempt from anything else that we're exempt, that we, you know, deal with on a daily basis. So, and with the whole Summer Walker thing, I think people just don't have knowledge on actually what social anxiety is and what the effects that it can have on you, because they criticize her and say, well, oh, she posts videos on Instagram and she's hee hee ha ha in her videos with her friends, but when she gets on stage, she act like she can't sing or hold the mic or perform. And it's just, when you're dealing with something like that, if you don't personally deal with it, you really don't know what that person is going through. So you can't, it's just I don't know, kind of.
Another person is Martin Lawrence. Many people don't know, but throughout the Martin series, he was on drugs heavy. He was high probably every episode.
Oh, wow.
So, like, it just has a lot of behind the scenes stuff to
That you
fame
don't know.
that you really just don't know about.
They're held to such a high standard.
Yeah.
Like, unrealistic. But to speak on the money part of the question, money can buy you anything. Like, I hate to say it, but
happiness.
money has the power to do, like, the famous people who are getting tests, they're going to pay for it, they're going to give it to them. Or just having access to certain things. Oh, I want this, I'll drop $100,000, no problem.
Right.
Most people can't do that. So it's more about the money than I think the celebrity in that case, because people who are millionaires but aren't really in the limelight, they can still have access to that same stuff, and I just think it's more so about the money than it is about fame.
What
or
do you think
celebrity.
that privilege does to them, though? That's like more of what I'm trying
Oh,
to say.
it spoils them. It's just like, oh, at the end of the day, money, like, that's the same, it's like the same thing of people paying people off, or like when all these big celebrities were raping women, sexually assaulting women, and all they had to do was make them sign a non-disclosure agreement and hand them a couple $1,000s. Like, it makes you feel like you can do whatever you want. You're like, I have all this money, I can buy the best lawyer, I can do whatever I need to do to get me out of this situation, because I'm not bound by the circumstances that most people face, or the circumstances that the victim is facing at this time. So money just makes you feel like you can do whatever you want.
I think it also just detaches them from reality. Like, a lot of them don't
Yeah.
think about, I mean, you hear a lot of them like, oh, I came from this, but a lot of them don't, like, really
think
consider
about
or think about where they came from and how other people are still there. Like, it's not like everybody just not dealing with stuff you used to deal with.
I have a question. So, apparently Jeff Bezos donated a couple $1 million to the Corona Relief Fund or whatever, but people were kind of attacking him. It was, mind you, this is millions of dollars. Granted, he's a billionaire, but people were like, that's equivalent to me donating $30. Like,
People are so ungrateful.
okay, so, and that's
People
my
are
question.
very
Do you
ungrateful.
feel like not people are required, but what is your take on people who have millions and billions of dollars donating to different causes or giving back to their communities? Because at what point is it enough? Do you want them to just give all of their money?
Right.
You know, that's just not realistic, because if I was in that situation, yes, I want to give back. I'm going to give back as much as I feel necessary, but I'm not going to take my entire network and give it to the world. And that's just the reality. Like, I'm not even going to sit here and act like, oh, Jeff Bezos needs to donate all his $400 billion to Corona. So how do y'all feel about
you never know what other people
donating?
are paying for.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
he could be fronting a lot of other stuff, and I don't know what I was watching, but it was something, and they were saying, like, somebody could be worth this, but only really tangibly have a different number that's less than whatever they're worth. So people may be giving what they can give,
Right.
and even if they're not giving all that they can give, they're giving. Like, let's be grateful that they're even
That's a lot of
contributing to
money.
contributing to the
million.
situation. Because what are you giving? You complaining about what he giving, but what are you giving?
I think it's just entitlement too.
Yeah.
Like, people feel so entitled to other people's like things because we're all in a nation and we're supposed to be supporting each other. But at the end of the day, he doesn't have to do anything. So just be grateful that it's $30 more than what you had.
Okay.
If it was more than that, be even more grateful. But if it's nothing, we are not entitled to anybody else's money.
Yeah,
People be
like
so worried about other people. Like, focus on what you're doing.
Like, what you doing?
my thing is, I honestly don't feel like people should have to put that information out there. Like, why do you need to know that they donated
Right.
this amount of money?
Right.
Like, I think the fires, and where were the fires? Not Arizona. Australia. Yeah. I think Kylie had tweeted something, and people were coming for her like, oh, all you can do is tweet all that money you have, and all you can do is tweet about it. And I'm just like, one, these people are still human. And then when people broadcast all the good they do, they say,
Right.
oh, you don't need to show every time you
It's
do
a
good.
lose-lose
So it's just,
situation.
it's definitely
And
a
my thing
lose-lose.
is, like, tweeting as a regular person means little to nothing.
Right.
But tweeting as Kylie Jenner, like, her falling just as much as she can promote a business, she can promote those fires. So you never know who may have donated from her just tweeting it.
Yeah. I don't know. I just feel like I definitely would rather be rich than famous, without a doubt. But
But I would not want to be famous. I wouldn't be famous.
I would not want to be famous.
Wait, what you say?
I said I'd rather be rich than
I was thinking
famous.
she said I'd rather be rich than poor. I don't know.
What?
I don't know why.
Those words don't even sound
I
right.
don't know.
I think everyone would rather be rich than poor.
I would hope so.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever.
But yeah, my thing is, I don't know. I could see myself in a celebrity lifestyle, but I just...
I can
It's
see
too
myself in a
much.
rich lifestyle.
Right, I can see rich. That's what I was trying to say. I would
because
rather
I
be rich
want
than
to
a
be
celebrity.
I want to be in the media world,
In the
like,
limelight.
Yeah,
I would want to be in the
But it
media
just
in the
takes a
background.
toll
that.
on you. It just takes a
Yeah.
toll on you.
I
That's
wanna
the
be in
part
the
that
background.
I want to be famous, but that's the part that I don't want to be associated with my fame.
yeah. I mean, it's hard. It's just like you can't get it without.
And I don't think I want to be
Nothing.
A-list. Like, I'd rather be, like, at a level of Gia Peppers and Scotty B. I'm good.
But that's
right
what I'm saying.
there.
Yeah, that's
I'm good
like,
right there.
I'm cool
I don't
with
need to
that.
go further.
Nike, holla at me. But yeah, I'm cool. No, I don't.
Neither.
But yeah, that's something that
Okay.
like I could be out there like her. But even her, like, she's still like true to herself. Like, she straight New York. Like, she's gonna
She
be New
also
York
don't recognize
everywhere.
that she's as popular as she is.
Yeah, I agree.
She's very like, I'm
We gonna
nobody
tag
know
her
me.
in that clip because
Sure is.
you need to understand that you're an influence, sis.
And just
You
be
love
grateful to those people like Jay-Z that give and don't even have to tell people they give, because that's not the point.
Man, Jay-Z and Beyonce
It's
probably
not the point.
They probably
their
be doing
charitable
a whole bunch of
donations
stuff.
are probably insane.
Cause I'll take $1.
Okay.
Listen, $1 from Beyonce is all I need.
I'm saving it though. I ain't spending it.
Right.
Frame.
Put it in the
This is from Beyonce.
Smells like her.
Can you just sign it? Just put a B on it.
Before she retires, I will be on that tour. Okay.
Period.
Period.
We can pray on
Manifesting.
it. Y'all gonna pray on it too.
Yes, 2020 is for manifesting.
Yeah, because it ain't for doing nothing else at this point.
At this point.
2020, the year of home.
Yeah.
I saw this one thing was like, can 2020 just like stop the car and let me out? I'll walk from here at this point. I said, yes, exactly.
I saw a TikTok today, and you know they always do that girl walking up the steps and like dropping negativity and all that stuff into 2020. The girl was on like the step of 2020 and was like, girl, do you know that they up here having coronavirus and all this? She was like, you could keep going if you want, but I'm going back. And I was like, yeah, 2020 is wild. 2020 is wild. I don't want no work.
Like, why has it been this wild?
Wow.
Anyway, we're here. We're gonna make it through.
Hopefully.
No, we gonna make it.
Prayerfully.
We gonna make it.
And hopefully
till
hopefully it's just over soon. Right now, I didn't heard July.
I am
heard August.
declaring
I done heard September.
Finished at the end of April. I'm declaring
Honestly,
it.
if we go into the next school year, just give me my degree. Like, just give me my
Just
degree.
send me my degree now. We doing pass fail. It don't even matter if I finish the class. Send me
This
my
is
degree.
ghetto. This is ghetto. All right. Well, with that said, y'all got anything else?
No.
Nope.
All right. Season 2, episode 5 is a wrap.
Bye.
See y'all.